Hey you guys, welcome to Vlogmas day 6.
You can't treat me like you treat him. Yes, I am the creme de la creme. Yes, I am from 1 to 10.
Alright, so I'll tell ya, I'm the worst. I literally brought food from home, but I wanted to, I don't know, I don't want it. Have you guys ever like brought food from home, like leftovers, and then you just see something that, or you drive past something and you're like, oh, I want that. Like, I don't want to eat my food. I literally want to eat takeout. But it's Chick-fil-A, so it's not that bad. All right, so basically what I'm doing is, all right, so I got, you can't even fucking see it. I got the Chick-fil-A mac and cheese, which I hate because it's so bland, but I used to eat it a lot until it made my stomach hurt one time and I had the shit. But anyway, that was when I was pregnant. I got the nuggets. The nuggets and the strips are like really good. But basically, what I'm gonna do is, all right, so Clarence did this on his YouTube channel. Basically, he was like, get the mac, get the nuggets, get some buffalo sauce, put it all together and go crazy. So I'm just putting the mac right on the nuggets on top of it. I'm not gonna put all of it because it's a lot. So putting it right on top, like half of it. Then let me show y'all how it look. Fat people shit. All right. Then I'm gonna put the buffalo all over it. Should have had like a plate or a bowl or something, right? Because this is like very small, this whole bowl situation. I'm gonna pour the buffalo on it. Ooh, drizzle, drizzle, drizzle. I'm gonna pull all of it. I wasn't gonna pull all of it, but I am. I love buffalo. This is like a newfound love for me because I love buffalo wings, but buffalo sauce doesn't really excite me until it's special. Someone started eating buffalo all the time, and I kind of got hooked. But anyway, so it looks like this. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? Ah, yeah, okay, there we go. It looks like cheese fries or curly fries or some shit. But yeah, so now I'm gonna just mix it up. Put a little chicken tenders on top, put a little on the bottom, mix it all in. Wish I had like a fork or some shit to cut up my tenders. I mean my nuggets, because these are kind of big. But anyway, I'm gonna say my grace. No, I'm joking. That's some shit I've seen on TikTok. But anyway, amen. And I'm gonna go to town. He said that should be busting. So he was right. This is definitely a meal that you make picking up Chick-fil-A on your way home. So I need like a big plate, a big bowl, mix it all in, cut up the nuggets in half, 1/4, and mix it up and go to town. But anyway, yeah. So I was just thinking, I want to do like more story times with you guys or whatever. So I do have a story time that I was thinking about. And okay, so it is a kind of like a It's like a feedback story time. I would appreciate you guys' feedback. Yeah, gonna have to comment. DM me. Follow me on Instagram. You know, whatever. So, sorry, this turned into a mukbang. Like, it's definitely giving mukbang vlogmas. Mukbang vlog day 6. So, alright, so I was talking to this guy. Actually, I wasn't even talking to him. I had a boyfriend. I knew this guy since I was like 16 years old. He was like in and out of the pen. Well, the pen, if you know what I mean. And basically, like, I stopped talking to him or whatever, because the last time he had got out of the pen, he said something in terms of, you know, when I asked him if he learned his lesson or whatever, I didn't like his response. So I stopped talking to him. And I was like 16, 17 at the time. I had been talking to him for like a good minute. And we stopped talking, and then years later, I don't know how many years later, maybe like a little less than 10 years later, he commented, I made a Facebook. I wasn't really into like social media like that, because I was always like in relationships and shit. And I feel like social media always like just cause drama in relationships. So in order to, you know, not cause drama, I used to always be like off social media. I never had social media. So when I became single this time around, I made a Facebook, and he actually commented, under my Facebook status. No, under my Facebook picture. And he was like, he said my first name, my old first name, and he was like, is that you? And then I was like, I had a lot of comments under that picture or whatever. It was a regular picture, but because I was new to Facebook, like a lot of people was finding me, accepting me, commenting. So it was kind of overwhelming. So the notification, it was a lot of notifications. So I'm like, alright, cool. So one day I was just looking through all the comments, and I was like commenting back, whatever, and liking comments. I see one, I'm like, who the hell? What's her profile? It was him. We're gonna call this person Mark. So I see Mark, I'm like, oh shit. I'm talking about, see, that's crazy, like, whatever. So I hit him up, commented back, and mocked him like, oh, hey, how you doing, blah, 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 blah. From there, it was history. So, you know, after a while of us talking, getting to, you know, catching up and shit, he wanted that old thing back. So, I'm well, I never even did the do with him, but anyway. So, yeah, we decided to, you know, start talking to him, make it official. He changed his life, all this stuff, whatever. So we started getting like more on a serious note, and he broke the news to me that he's gonna have to do a little bit of time for something that he did in his past. And I was just like, here we go again, whatever. But I didn't like judge him for it. I accepted him. You know, it wasn't that much time. I think it was like 9 months or whatever. And okay, cool. But he also found out his ex-girlfriend was pregnant. So he went back to jail. Your ex-girlfriend is pregnant. Where do I play? Like, where do I fit in all this, you know? So he went to, did I just say the J word? Damn. He went back to the pen. I told him I was gonna hold him down, whatever, you know. And I did that. I was very supportive, you know. Came to see him, stuff like that. Like every week. Visited him, brought him stuff, you know, stuff like that, whatever. And then I just started having too much fun outside. And I just started becoming real tired. And it was just like, okay, hey, I'm not gonna make it this week. Hey, this, or you know, the excuses started coming. And I kind of felt bad, but then I was just kind of like, this is not how I want to live my life, you know? Like, this is why I stopped talking to you in the first place when we was younger. I'm sad to say, you know, couldn't stay out of trouble. But yeah, so I had, when I was going to see him, I had a friend come with me. Cause you know, if you know, you know. You're talking to somebody in jail, they always gonna be like, oh, you got a friend for my mans or whatever like that. So I had a friend and she was actually looking for like a pen pal buddy or whatever like that. So it was writing, emailing back and forth. He wound up like really bobbing or whatever. And he winds up like asking, oh, like, can you come see me next time, you know, Malone comes to the jail, whatever. So I want to bring her with me. Hold on. Well, this is mad good. Only because the buffalo sauce gives a little seasoning to the mac and cheese. And you don't need no salt or pepper. So I see where he was going with this. So in terms of like only having Chick-fil-A resources, ordering from Chick-fil-A, this would definitely be a hit. But you know, if he was home, he could like doctor it up and shit, but he must have been on a road trip and only had Chick-fil-A sauces or some shit. But I'm mad at him. But anyway, back to the story. So I brought my friend with me. We went to go see them. Kind of like a double date on the floor type shit. And they hit it off. It was cool, a cool vibe, whatever. Wasn't really like on no relationship shit. They was just like cool, like friends and shit like that. I don't know if like he wasn't attracted to her, whatever it was, but you know, it was a cool vibe. And it was like regular for us because we used to always, like I used to always go and see him by myself or whatever. So then, how did we get close? So me and the other guy, not the guy I was talking to at the time, the other guy that was in the pen, he got really cool or whatever. I think he had like, they had gave him my number, or he gave him my number or some shit to do something for him, or to mail something or something like that. But we talked or whatever, and then we got really cool. But he didn't like cross no boundaries. He never like try to holler at me, nothing like that. He didn't violate. But he was just mad chill, like a cool, like, and we was from the same neighborhood type shit, like just mad cool. So we actually got mad cool or whatever. And then after the guy I was talking to, towards the end, I was like, you know, kind of messing up, not really talking to him much. I come to see him, not answering his calls like that, and I was just over it. I knew he was getting out soon, but I don't know, can't really remember how I was feeling at the time, but I was over it. So basically, like, we stopped really talking, and he got out, and then me and the friend had got mad cool. So at this point, it was kind of like me and Mark's friend from the pen got mad cool, but it was kind of like me, him, and my friend that wants to go see him, let's say her name is Jasmine, was mad cool. So me, Jasmine, and Mark would be on the phone on three-way. We'd be emailing back and forth. So it's like all three of us got mad tight. So me and Mark would speak sometime, like without Jasmine on the phone and shit. But like I said, it was nothing fishy. It was nothing like that. I wasn't on that vibe. So he would ask me to do stuff like, oh, can you send money to this, or can you put money on this, and then when this person books, I owe him something, whatever. He would always send me the money back. Like, it wasn't like I was just, you know, spending money on him or nothing like that, or doing his favors for him, you know. Strictly like on some friendship. So I think, okay, so what happened? The friend, I don't know why I didn't name him, okay, Billy, told me to reach out to Mark for him. I'm like, oh, what's good with Mark? How he doing? Blah, blah, blah. Reach out to him. I asked him if we still gonna do that business plan that we planned when I get out, blah, 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 whatever. Mind you, Billy still had like 2-3 years left. Mark was already out on the street. He didn't care what Billy was talking about or what they spoke about in the pen. Like, he out, he free. It is what it is. Like, see you when you get out here type shit. So Mark was like, oh, how you spoke to Billy, whatever. Like, I guess he was kind of like, you know, what's up with y'all? I guess he thought that we was like talking and shit, but on that level, but it wasn't. Well, we was mad cool, whatever. Well, I think Mark still felt like I guess really knowing Billy, he had a feeling like, I already know you his type. I already know he gonna, you know, cross that line. And he knew me, and he knew that I'm loyal. I'm not nothing like that. So, but he knew that, I think he kind of knew that Billy, you know, will have crossed that line or whatever. So he wasn't feeling it. He was just like, oh, how y'all got close? That's crazy. Y'all met through me, blah, blah, whatever. He felt the way about it, whatever. So my question is, am I wrong for befriending my ex's friend? Like, after me and my ex broke up? Like, it's not like I did it on purpose, and it's not like I was waiting for us to break up in order to befriend him. But it was just kind of like, when we broke up, it was kind of just easier, especially on him, because he was asking me to do him favors and shit. Stuff that his mom didn't really have time to do, or if she was at work or something like that, I would definitely do it. And the girl, she had a boyfriend, so she wasn't really into her phone for him like that, you know. So I was the only one, so he used to ask me to do stuff. So am I wrong? Is he wrong? Like who's wrong in this situation? And if nobody's wrong, does Mark really have a reason to feel away? Cause I don't feel like he feels away today. I think he honestly don't give a fuck. But he can't tell me he didn't feel away before, or when he found out. He didn't tell me at all. So what y'all think? So literally, like, nobody really knows Billy like that but my friend Jasmine. And whoever Jasmine told about him, when Jasmine told one of her cousins about him. I mean, I wouldn't really go riffing and raffing to my family about Billy if he wasn't my man first, or if I wasn't interested in him. Because first off, he's in jail. He's a friend of mine. Why all my sisters know him? You know, why all my family members know him? Why am I talking about him? He's a friend. He's nobody. He's locked up. And it is what it is. We talk here and there. Keep him company on the email here and there. And that's just it. So nobody I knew other than Jasmine really knew him. Or knew of him. Other than Jasmine and Mark. So it was just like, whatever. But I just had to put that in there because, you know, some people mind be wandering. But yeah. That's my story time basically. Like, I was just like trying to find out, did I do something wrong? Cause anyway, story time on Vlogmas day 6. I'm gonna catch y'all for Vlogmas day 7, baby. Period.